the rules do not apply to one party or were not made for only one political party. They are applying for all members, the 400 members of parliament in the National Assembly. If any one of them behaves in a manner that hold to ransom the entire business of the House from continuing, refuses the work of Parliament, that is to serve the people and to hold the executive to account as it was supposed to happen yesterday with the president, those rules have to apply. We don't understand why there should be any exceptions and why there should be any doubt that such rules will apply to any other member of parliament from any other political party. It must never be condoned by anyone in society that this parliament has to be held to ransom by one political party that constitutes only 6% of the entire House sitting, to an extent that this parliament cannot continue this business until or unless the 6% party says so. It cannot be that be fair to the rest of the 94% of the political parties in parliament to ask permission, essentially, from the 6% party to say that can we sit today or can we not sit today, and it is up to the authority of a 6% political party to give such authority, to grant such authority to say that you must continue, when can you hold the sitting of the House, when can you not hold the sitting of the House. It is wrong, it is not fair, and it is something that if it is condoned or justified, will really collapse the sanctity of our democracy and the constitutional institutions that are supposed to serve the people. I think all sensible and right-thinking South Africans have to draw the line to say that this is not funny anymore, it is not entertaining. You, EFF, you are not doing what the electorate has elected you to do in parliament. You are engaging in shenanigans, in acts of hooliganism to grab few media headlines. It's supposed to stop now because the people of South Africa are putting their hopes and aspirations on the shoulders of parliamentarians to conduct robust, fearless oversight over the executive to ensure that the things that the executive has promised the people of South Africa, the bread and butter issues, service delivery issues, are able to happen. That cannot happen when we are busy engaging or having to deal with violent members of parliament day after day that eats a lot of time of this parliament's work. It cannot continue in that manner because if we allow it and we condone it or we justify it or we rationalize about it, it means that we are giving a 6% party to dictate the terms of the rest of the 94 members, 94% of members of parliament. It cannot be like that. We all have equal rights in parliament. Obviously, when it comes to vote, it has to follow the democratic process of a majority rule. It happens in any democracy in the world, whereby the majority are the ones that, at the end of the day, vote for the adoption of decisions. But what we are saying is not about the issue of a small party having no rights. We are saying that it must exercise its rights. This is a multi-party parliamentary system. We expect equitable contribution of all political parties, but no political party must exercise its rights in such a way that it denies other political parties the right to exercise their own, because all political parties that are here have been voted by their constituencies, and their constituencies are expecting them to do what they have sent them here to do. It cannot be that there is one party that is denying other political parties an opportunity to serve their constituency and to essentially hold the whole institution to ransom. Yeah. In all the 11 years that I've been here, our caucus and all the chief whips that have been here have always instructed and encouraged members of the ANC to respect the authority of the presiding officer. That's why each time that a member of parliament from the ANC will be ruled to have been out of order, and is requested or instructed by the presiding officer to withdraw whatever utterances that have been made, they will do so without any problem. So there is no need, there's never been any need for anyone to be kicked out. But we've seen with the EFF that they've got no respect for the authority of the Speaker, they've got no respect for the decisions that the Speaker takes, and they certainly do not even respect the instructions that the Speaker will give for them to leave the House. Remember, you are only forcefully removed from the House if you refuse after you have refused to withdraw and you have refused to voluntarily leave the House as per the instruction of the presiding officer. And that's when you are becoming a deterrent for the institution to conduct its business.